Two breaking updates just shook things up for Lions fans, in the best way possible. On one hand, Detroit's been owning the NFC North with back-to-back titles and a stacked roster. On the other, their biggest rival keeps clinging to the same old hopes and prayers. And right in the middle of it all, a key roster update that could shape the entire season. If you're a true fan and want to stay on top of everything, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Let's get into it. Lions fans are sitting pretty these days, and honestly, who can blame them? Detroit's squad is stacked from top to bottom. They've got Dan Campbell, a dude who'd probably run through a wall if it meant winning a football game. And they made it to the divisional round last year even with half their starters stuck in the trainer's room. Oh, and did we mention they've snatched the NFC North crown 2 years running with a ridiculous 27-7 record? Yeah, the road to the playoffs now runs through the Motor City. Meanwhile, in Green Bay, man, it's like watching someone try to fix a flat tire with duct tape and optimism. Once again, Packers fans are being fed the same old preseason storyline. Don't worry, this time our wideouts are going to be different. Sound familiar? Yeah, because it's the same thing they've been saying for years. Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report tried to spin some hope into the Packers offseason by spotlighting their shiny new rookie receivers, Matthew Golden and Savion Williams, as the big reason to be excited for 2025. On paper, sure, they look promising. But Lions fans have seen this movie before, and the ending ain't great for Green Bay. Here's the problem. Green Bay's been tossing draft picks at the wide receiver problem like darts in the dark since 2018. We're talking Jamon Moore, MVS, Equanimous St. Brown, Amari Rodgers, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, Dontavion Wicks, and a few others who barely made a blip. And now we're supposed to believe that Golden and Williams, rookie Nozard 11 and 12 in the saga, are finally the chosen ones? At some point, the Packers might want to stop blaming bad fits and start asking why they keep swinging and missing. Matt LaFleur is no slouch when it comes to offense, but if none of these guys are becoming a true WR1, that's not just bad luck, that's a pattern. Maybe this year is different. Maybe Golden and Williams light it up with Jordan Love and turn Green Bay into a fireworks show. Or maybe it's just another rerun of the same tired script. Either way, Detroit fans aren't losing sleep. They're too busy laughing from the top of the division. But if you thought that was big, hold on. A brand new update just dropped, and it might put Detroit back in full Super Bowl mode faster than anyone expected. Alright, Lions fans, breathe easy, because the path back to Super Bowl contention might actually be a whole lot smoother than it looks. Let's not overthink this. Detroit didn't fall apart last season because they got worse or got figured out. They just got wrecked by injuries at the absolute worst time. Coming off a 15-2 season with the top seed in hand, the Lions were riding high until their defense turned into a MASH unit right before the playoffs. And what happened next? An ugly early exit at the hands of the Washington Commanders that left fans stunned. Not because Detroit wasn't good enough, but because half the starting defense was in street clothes. Christopher Knox over at Bleacher Report nailed it in his preseason optimism roundup, pointing to a healthier roster as the key to getting the Lions back in the hunt. It might sound simple, but sometimes the answer really is that simple. Detroit's roster is still loaded. The scheme's solid. The coaching is elite. They just need their dudes back on the field. Knox highlighted exactly why fans have every reason to be fired up again. Aleem McNeil might miss a bit of time early on with that torn ACL, but DJ Reed is filling in nicely for the injured Emmanuel Mosley. Aiden Hutchinson, who fractured his leg late last year, is expected to be back, and that's huge. Without him, the pass rush vanished. With him, it's a unit that can take over games. And if Marcus Davenport actually stays healthy, that defensive front could be a nightmare. This isn't just wishful thinking season. The Lions are in a much better spot health-wise than they were last December. There's still some lingering stuff to monitor, sure, but the foundation is solid. If they stay upright in the trenches, especially on defense, there's no reason this squad can't run it back and take the next step. So yeah, the Super Bowl window? It's still wide open in Detroit, and the key to kicking it down might just be as easy as 2 words: get healthy. The Lions look ready and healthy to make a real run. Meanwhile, the Packers keep betting on potential that rarely pans out. If you're into honest takes like this, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more.